The crucial wage talks between gold mining companies and trade unions are on a knife edge today. Unions have been waiting for the employers to return with an improved offer since lunchtime yesterday, but the employers have still not pitched up. This follows the lowering of wage demands by the NUM, which is the majority union in the gold sector, and Solidarity yesterday morning. NUM lowered its demand by R1,000 from 10,500 Rand a month for underground miners to 9,500 Rand a month. Solidarity has reduced its demands from 12% to 11%. We now cross live to our reporter, Mbongeni Mutwa. Mbongeni, thank you very much for joining us once again. Do we know what's holding up the employers?
Well, the word is the employers are still caucusing. They've been caucusing since yesterday lunchtime. The unions were expecting the employers to come back this morning at 10 o'clock. They normally start around that time with an improved offer. But the employers have been a no-show. So the union guys have just been sitting around here waiting, and understandably they are frustrated. And some of them, like the NUM, for instance, which is the majority union here, actually feel that this is a bad sign. We can actually now take a listen to what the General Secretary of the NUM, David Spunzi, had to say to me earlier on this issue.
Looks like they can't offer anything better. We'd rather go for strike if we so need.
But yeah, so now you wait.
We'll wait for what they have. We can't just declare strike because we don't know what little move they have made. But we are appealing to them honestly to come up with something tangible this time, because we're not here to negotiate forever. We want to reach a settlement, the sooner the better. We are afraid that any unacceptable offer that they come up with will affect production in the operations. We don't want that.
Mbongeni, what are the other unions saying?
Well, that seems to be the feeling that is shared by, for instance, Solidarity. Of course, they, together with NUM, lowered their wage demands yesterday. And the speculation now is that, especially on Solidarity's side, they feel that the fact that the employers are taking this long to come up with a new offer in their caucus, they say it means that the employers are actually divided. The companies, the different companies, they are saying are at different levels, financially, strategically, and so on. And the fact that this caucus is taking this long, it means they can't agree on what to come and table here. And they are also saying that it means that maybe they are going to come here with a pittance and fast-track the process towards pushing the unions towards declaring a dispute and going on a strike. And this will help them in terms of, they are saying when there's a strike, the union demands get shelved and people focus on ending the strike. So they think maybe that's the game plan that the employers are busy cooking. We can actually take a listen at what the General Secretary of Solidarity, Gideon Du Plessis, explained this point.
The offer that the Chamber will now make will either lead us forward into a proper collective bargaining process, or it will take us into a dispute. So the Chamber most probably also know that to go into a dispute and most probably go into a strike is inevitable. So if they are ready, to start to deal with the dispute process and the strike, I've got no doubt that they will make a minimal movement and to fast track the process.
So where's AMCU in all of this?
AMCU is still here. They are still around. Remember, of course, that they've been here since yesterday waiting for a separate meeting with the employers following their declaration of a deadlock with the employers last week. Yesterday, they said this is part of a technical process that they need to follow in terms of the recognition agreements that they've signed with employers, that before they go to the CCMA and declare a formal dispute there, they need to exhaust all avenues here. So they waited yesterday the whole day to have that meeting with the employers. Didn't materialize. They've been back here since this morning, still waiting. And the interesting thing also is that their interpretation of why the employers have not returned with an offer. They think actually that is a good sign. It means that the employers are going to come up with something tangible that they can take to their members. I spoke to Jimmy Kama, the National Treasury of AMCU, earlier on, and this is what he had to say.
I think they are begging to come up with something, and it's very interesting because we are waiting eagerly to see what is it that they're going to put on the table, and we believe that taking time for them, it means that they are working hard, and we want to make sure that whatever they put on the table is something that when we take to our members will be able to make an informed decision in terms of whether it's a good offer or is not a good offer. So hence, they have requested again that this morning we give them another opportunity to continue engaging, to continue caucusing. We believe that after lunch, they will come up with a position.
Just very briefly, where to from here?
Well, I see that the union delegates are busy moving back towards the main venue for the talks from lunch. They were having lunch. And I see Dr. Strydom from the employers. Dr. Strydom, if you can just quickly have a word with you. We are live, please. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Please come. Dr. Strydom, just one. Please come. We are live. Dr. Strydom, thank you very much. Thank you. You are back. Do you have an improved offer for the unions?
That would be telling. I first need to talk to my union, so we are going to go into the room and then I will convey to them the message that I need to give. But I can't at this stage tell exactly what we're going to tell the unions. I first need to talk to the unions.
But you've been caucusing since yesterday. Your caucus is over now. You have a position.
We have a position which we will convey to the unions now as we go in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, that's the latest here, Nompu. Back to you.
Thanks very much, Mbongeni, for that very fresh piece of information.